Good evening, everyone. We are all welcome to the Tech Uni Open Day series. Now, Tech Uni, for those who are just joining us and for those who are new, Tech Uni is one of an online digital learning platform, just launched by Career Edu, where targeted at young Africans for them to learn many tech skills. Okay, the January cohort is underway, and we have a lot of people learning so many interesting things. Like we have classes on data analysis, we have courses on ebook writing and publishing, we have courses on graphic designing, and we have one of the courses we're launching with the February cohort, that is UI UX design. And we are kicking off the Open Day series with UI UX design, okay? And I have here with me one of our lecturers, the faculty lead for UI UX design, Precious Anagwu, okay, joining us to talk about this today. I'm going to introduce Precious in a short while, but generally, let me just encourage anybody who wants to join tech, okay, and maybe you don't know where to start and you don't know how to go about it. That is essentially what Tech Uni is here for. Tech Uni is, most of our classes are live. All our classes are live, okay? Although we still have recordings we give to people who miss their lectures, but the classes are very flexible, very, very convenient. And we want you to learn these skills. So it's not just after the certificate, because many conventional universities, that's what they do. They just sell you the certificate, like, you study and the emphasis on certificate. In tech, actually, the emphasis generally in tech is on what you can build. Okay, that is why Mark Zuckerberg, even as a dropout, built Facebook, owns Instagram. So in tech, it's about what you can do and not essentially the certificates you have. Okay, so that is our focus on Tech Uni, to equip you with skills you can use, skills you can monetize. Okay, and the courses take, happen over a period of 4 weeks. Okay, each of the sometimes every week we have models for each week, and each model is each model lasts for 1 week and is structured around 10 hours. So those 10 hours is over 5 days, depending on how you arrange with your lecturer. So it can be flexible, it can be the ideal way we've broken it down is 2 hours every day, Monday to Friday. Okay, leaving your weekends free for you. And when you do that, sorry, please try to mute yourselves. Okay, try to mute yourselves. Okay, so generally, so technically, what we do over that 40 hours of live lectures, the beauty of live lectures is there is feedback. So you learn exactly, you can ask questions from your lecturer. So it's very, very instructive. It helps you to learn and master, do your assignment. The lecturers are hands-on. So they take care of the assignments, they teach you and you learn. So the goal is, as soon as you're finishing, for example, if you're taking a graphic design course, you should be able to do a graphic design. You should be able to design something passable, and then with more practice you get more proficient. We have courses on mobile app development, web design, front end and back end development. Okay, so I'm going to introduce the guest speaker real quick. Okay, Precious is somebody I know. She has this lady is started out as a nurse. Okay, she has a background in research nursing. But right now, she is currently a lead full stack low-code developer, okay, a senior developer, UI UX designer, and she's currently a lecturer in Tech Uni, okay, teaching UI UX designs. So she has 2 courses she'll be taking, fundamentals of UI UX design and advanced UI UX design. So she's going to tell us all about it. I know most of us are hearing about UI UX for the first time, okay? It's just short for user interface, user experience, but she's going to go in and, tell everything, everything you need to know about this course, the career potentials, the, career opportunities, earning potentials, everything you need to know. Personally, I'm even interested hugely on UI UX. So we'll be learning a lot from her. So Precious, I'm going to mute myself and you take the floor. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Precious Anagwu, and then extension Joshua, that's my husband's name. So this evening, I'll be taking us on UI UX design, which is user interface and user experience design. So I'll be sharing my screen so that we can see the visuals and see understand what UI UX is all about. Okay, so here we are. UI UX design. So first of all, we want to know what UI UX design is all about, because there is a demand, there is a very, very high demand for these professionals, UI UX designers, or some people call them product designers. The demand is quite very high. And first of all, we have here, do you know UI UX design is an in-demand career for the future? Like UI UX design is not just a career for the present, it's also a career for the future. It's something that if you have it, you will never be stranded, or you won't have a job demand for your career pathway. So let's understand what is UI UX design. So I'm going to use an illustration so that I won't use jargons for some of us that wouldn't understand. I'm going to be telling us a story. Assuming Kelvin, I'm going to use you a whole lot because you are the only person I can use for this experiment. So assuming Kelvin is hungry and he goes to a restaurant, and maybe his favorite food is egusi soup and gari, swallow, or wheat, whichever one. So let's start with the user interface, because user interface and user experience, they are two aspects of a product. Like when you get your UBA mobile app or GTB mobile app or FCMB, when you download that app, you will have two experiences with it: the user interface and the user experience. The user interface is the things you can see before you start interacting with the product. So when Kelvin goes into any of the restaurants, let's say he goes to ShopRite or anywhere, or Crunchies, and then he orders, he just goes there and see the egusi soup and it's so nice. And the aroma is so nice, and you'll be like, oh, this food is going to be nice. And then he orders the plates, and then he sits down and then unbutton his shirt so that, you know, everywhere will be free. And then they bring the food. As they're bringing the food, the goat meat that is inside, or the chicken, or the turkey, or anything that is inside, the mangala fish, everything is just blending so well. The red oil is popping. And by the time they drop it at the table, that is user interface. Like the interface is so nice. What your eye can see at that moment, it's so, so nice. In fact, he started salivating because of the nice user interface. But at the time he gets the bowl of water by the side and then wash his hand and then, you know, take the morsel and put it to his mouth, that is the user experience. So you can have a product that has a very good user interface, but the user experience is terrible. Like you can take the take the egusi soup and put it inside your mouth. Maybe it's too salty, or the soup has sand, a lot of gravel. Maybe they didn't pick the egusi well, or it's too spicy, Maggi is too much, or anything, or even the soup is even half done, the egusi is not done. So at that point, the user experience is terrible. But the user interface is so nice. So these are This is just the perfect definition of user interface or user experience. Or it could be fried rice, okay? It could be fried rice, and then the rice is coming with all the blend, garnishing of carrots, paprika, everything. And then once you take your spoon and scoop it and put it to your mouth, and it's bland, just bland, it's tasteless. So the user interface is nice, but the user experience is horrible. Likewise, you can have some food that maybe the food is not just there, it's just not looking good. And you say, I'm hungry, I have no choice, let me eat it. By the time you take one spoon into your mouth, oh wow, thank God I didn't miss this food. So in this case now, you can say that for that food, the user interface is terrible, but the user experience is wonderful. But when it comes to UI UX design, we want a situation whereby the user interface and the user experience will be all good. That is what UI UX design is all about. Is that okay? Please talk to me. I need to know that.
Yes, it's okay. We understand.
Perfect. Okay, so we come to qualities of a UI design. When it comes to design, user interface is very, very good, because most times people first of all interact with their eyes. Like when you see a product, you see with the eyes first before you start experiencing the product. Like when you enter a website, you want to enter a website and you're not confused. There are no splashes of colors that are not in agreement with themselves, because colors can easily irritate. Okay. Oh, somebody is raising the hand. Latif, your hand is raised.
Oh, hi, Tim speaking. Yeah, I want to know what's the technical difference between front end and UI UX?
Okay, Latif, we are going to take questions at the end. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Let's just allow her to run through, and then towards the end, just keep your question. We've noted that. Precious, take note. We're going to take questions at the end. Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
So if you have a question, please keep it, write it down, just jot it. You can drop your questions in the chat box, okay? You can drop your questions in the chat box so that you don't forget. And then during the question and answer session at the end, I'm going to read questions in the chat box, and then our guest lecturer will answer, okay? Precious, you can go on.
Okay, so qualities of a good UI design. User interface design is a hot topic these days, and for good reason. In a world where digital experience are such a large part of our lives, the value of a quality user experience is higher than ever. Not only is it important now, but the quality of user interface is bound to be even more important in the future. Since after the COVID, most of the offices went 100% remote, even in Nigeria. Like when I was still practicing my nursing, we worked from home. Yes. So the demand for remote job is high now. So also is the demand for digital product, because if somebody is working remote, there are digital products they use for such work interaction and new work environment. So, and because of that, people demand to have a product that they can work with that does not have so much fault in it. Okay. So because of that, because we are now in the digital world, we have to be very, very careful when we are producing product that people are going to use. You don't just flip out product, because by the time you're bringing out your own, another person is bringing out their own. The competition is there. And if by the time I come into maybe your website or your mobile app, in the first 2 minutes I'm confused, I'm just going to delete it. Okay, I'm just going to delete it and go to the Play Store and read reviews, the one that can solve my problem. That's how impatient human beings are, including me. There was a time I wanted a hymn book on my phone. So I went to the Play Store. I saw some hymn books. Okay, I downloaded one, but I was trying to open it, and I don't know, a lot of things were just, I just deleted it immediately. I deleted it. I downloaded another one. It wasn't, I deleted it. So by the time I went the third time, I had to read reviews of other ones. So I just bought the one that I have been using. So that when I go to church and people are singing hymn, I don't need to go with the hardcover. I just open my phone and use my hymn book. So that's enough is to tell you that we live in a digital world. So when you are producing a product, you should be careful. And these days, minimalistic products are always the best. You don't want to open a website or an app and a lot of things are happening there. If this app is for him, please, when I go there, I want to see him. I don't want to go there and you are telling me to come and buy with one. I will delete it. If I want to buy with one, I know where I want to buy it. If this product is maybe for children, and if I go there, I want to see children content. I don't want to go there and you're telling me to come and buy a car. I will delete it. My patience level is that small, and that is the world we are. Okay, so when you are building a product, build a product. When you tell us that this your product is going to solve this problem, please, when we come into that place, solve our problem. Don't try to, you want to solve my financial problem, you want to solve my, maybe I'm having depression, you want to solve depression. From depression, you already tell me if I can go to Jamaica for vacation. From there, you already tell me there's a nearby hospital. No, that's not a good product. So in digital world, people now know what they expect. We live our world literally inside our phone. So that's why, as a good a UI UX designer, you should be very good in UI and you should be very good in UX. And you should know what makes a good UI. Simplicity. User interface design should be simple. Less number of mouse clicks and keystrokes are required to accomplish these tasks. Great user interface tend to be nearly invisible. What all this means is that if I get your mobile app, maybe let me use bank as an example, maybe Access Bank or any bank. If I download the app, please, it should be simple, because the people using it, not everybody is a PhD holder, not everybody is a master's holder, not everybody has BSc. In fact, not everybody even have HND. Some of them are just primary school certificate holder. They should be able to, navigate through the mobile app without calling person, because mobile app is not something that every time you want to use it, you call somebody, oh, come and say, and the person sees your account, the person have access to your password and all those things. So simplicity is what makes a good. Don't try to impress. When you are building, know that you are building for the user, not for yourself. Is someone talking?
Go ahead.
I want to do something. Please, I'm tired.
Sorry.
If you're joining us, try and mute yourself. I will mute you. Okay, go ahead, please, Precious.
Okay, so when you're building a product, just know that you are not the one using the product. You are building for outsiders. So you should always bring out a product that they can use, not you, because you might do something you feel it is awesome, it is wonderful, but it's not something people can use outside. Okay, clarity. Clarity is one of the most important attributes of any user interface. Keep in mind that your user interface exists for the sole purpose of facilitating users interacting with your system. To do this, it must clearly communicate with users. If users can't figure out how your interface is, how to use your interface easily, they will become frustrated and abandon the experience. So, like when you also download your mobile app, we already know icons. Like if you see an icon for music, you already know it. If you see an icon for house, you already know what it looks like. If you see an icon for shopping carts, you know. So when you're building your product, don't go and bring in another thing. Maybe it's an e-commerce product, and we already know what the icon for shopping cart looks like. Don't start bringing another one we don't know, because I might see the icon, I'm looking for a shopping cart. I see the icon, I don't know what it means, and I'll be confused. In the next 5 minutes, I'm just trying to look where is your shopping cart. So your designs should be clear. Use what your users know when you are doing your designs. Consistency. There should be consistency in design. You don't want to start maybe in the first page, there is blue color, then when we come to the middle, there's yellow, the other one is pink, the other one is black, then red. Every brand has a color. You should maintain consistency in color, consistency in typography, the text, even the text you use, there should be consistency in it. Because you might think people are not noticing, or people are not wise enough to know your product, but people notice all these things. Intuitiveness. The most important quality of a good user interface is being intuitive. Intuitive user interface design is one that is easy to learn so that user can pick it up quickly and easily. Icons and labels should be concise and cogent. A clear, unambiguous icon can help to make user interface intuitive, and a good practice is make labels conform to the terminology. So it's almost like what I said before. When I come into your web app or your website or your mobile app, I should be able to get comfortable within the next 1 minute. If I see this, I know what it means. I see this, I know what it means. I see an icon, I see click. I know, oh, I'm supposed to click here to get to here. I'm supposed to hover here. I'm supposed to move here. If I want to see my account, I know. If I want to recharge my cable TV, if I want to pay the children's school fees, I know where to go. Like, there is no confusion in the product, visual hierarchy. What this simple means is here now. In this, my slide now, there's visual hierarchy here. If you look here, you know the ones that are the points, and then the ones that are explanations. So if you just want to take the points, you know, okay, intuitive, visual hierarchy, forgiveness, efficiency. And then if you still want to read the body, you go ahead and read the body. That's what it means by visual hierarchy. So when I'm interacting with the product, I should know, oh, this is a label, this is a heading text, okay, this is a body text, and hero and all those stuff. Forgiveness. This quality can encourage users to use the software in a full extent. Designers should provide users with a way out when users find themselves. I'm going to be, sorry, how do I? Let's say GitHub, so that we can talk about forgiveness. Simply means maybe I'm trying to navigate in a website or web app, and then suddenly I see myself somewhere that I don't want to be there, but mistakenly I clicked and I found myself somewhere I'm not supposed to be there. You should provide a way that I can find my way back to where I started from, so that I can also now trace my way back to where I'm supposed to be. Sorry, my Wi-Fi is a bit slow. Okay, that's it. So let's say in this web app, which is GitHub, and I'm looking for something, and somehow mistakenly, when I hover here, I just click on something. I click on startups, and oh, I wasn't supposed to click on startup. This is not what I want. I was trying to click on careers or teams. Forgiveness in this place is that there must be something I will click that will take me back to that front page. So, and this is it. Most times in the website, their icon also serves as the place of reconciliation. Once I click it, I will find myself back to that first landing page. Then if I also click on security and, oh, security is not what I want, this is not where I can also click on this icon back. This is their logo and it take me. So every design should give the users the ability to reconcile their wrong. You don't want to see yourself in that maybe security and, oh, I want to go back, so I will retrace my step, and you can't do that. Efficiency. Your user interface is how a user will get to where they want to go and do what they want to do. A quality user interface allows users to perform tasks with speed and ease. In other words, it operates with efficiency. One of the best ways to improve the efficiency of your user interface is through task analysis. Good product, example, give back. Like when you go to Jumia or Konga website, that's an e-commerce website, you will notice that they group things. Maybe you are searching for television, you want to buy television, so you see yourself buying television, and beside it, you will see television stand. Okay, they will also put something like, oh, okay, they will write, people who bought this also bought this, something like that. So that's down. Then responsiveness. You see this responsiveness, this is the bedrock of every design. No matter the heaven and earth you design, if it is not responsive, you have not started. Because responsive design is design. If your design is not responsive, you cannot be called a UI/UX designer. And what is responsive design? Responsive design is a design that I can view in all screens. It's not a must that everybody will view your website with their laptop. Some people don't have laptop. Actually, what they have is tablets. Some people, what they have is phone. So when you are designing, you will design for those that are using laptops, and you're going to design for those that are using tablets, and you're going to design for those that are using phone. That is a responsive design. Ability for your design to shrink to accommodate every screen size. How do I hide? Yeah, very good. So let me do an example here. So that is why I brought us into this. Now, when you are designing, because this is Figma, this is what we use for design. When you are designing, you have for phone, tablet, desktop. So assuming you design for desktop, and under desktop, you have different sizes and different screens. So when you design, this is MacBook Pro 16. After designing for this, let me just put a text. Let's say hello. And let me give it a color so that, no. Sorry. Let me give this color. Okay. So this is now for a laptop view. If I want to design the same thing for a tablet view, what I will do is I will come here. This is tablets. I say, okay, let me choose this. You can see the size for a tablet. Let me give it a color too. So I'm going to bring this, and I'm going to reduce the size, because now we are in, say, let me say like 260. I'm going to center it. This is for a tablet view. Then a mobile view. You are still going to design for a mobile view. This is for phone. So I'm going to be picking iPhone 14 Pro Max. This is for a mobile view. I'm going to add a color to, okay, as you can see. So for this mobile view, of course, the text has to be very small because we are dealing with mobile now. Let's say 96. Hello. I'm going to center it. So this is a responsive design. Anybody with laptop can view, anybody with tablet can view, anybody with phone can view. And after this, we can say even wristwatch, we have wristwatch design. Even if it's you want to do mobile, you want to do advert on Facebook or anyone, so you will come here, you will select frame. If it is social media, sorry, social media posts, you have twister posts, all of them have dimension. You don't just go and pick any size and start, they have their dimension. Twitter header, Facebook post, Facebook cover, Instagram post, Instagram story, dribble shots, LinkedIn cover, all of them have their dimension. You don't just use anyhow dimension and start designing. Delete. So that's for this. Sorry. So am I clear? Do you understand me?
Yes, very clear.
Okay. So now we have niches in UI UX design, because after UI UX design, it's always good to niche down, just like you have in medicine or in nursing. After you must have studied your nursing for 5 years, it's always good to niche down. You can like specialize in an area, maybe like research nurse, just like me, or obs and gynae, or dental nurse, or ophthalmic nursing, or oncology nursing, maternity, pediatrics. The same way you have it in medicine. You don't just become there, like you finish and then you are just there. It's always good to niche down, because the money is in the niches. Like whenever somebody remembers something, they'll say, oh, this is her area. Like if they say, maybe some people will say, I just want to become expert in website design, just website, not mobile app. So whenever somebody wants to design a website, oh, she's good in website. Or you can say, oh, I want to specialize in health tech. All the products you build are health related. So whenever maybe a company that does that specializes in health products, they want to have a mobile app, they can say, oh, she's good with health tech or fintech. Or maybe people want to design a mobile app, they can say, oh, she's very good in fintech, they will call on you. So these are niches that along the line you can become a PhD, just like in other words. You have UI design, you have UX design. But if you are starting, it's always good to be a UI UX designer, because most times it is only these big companies that can just call you to become only a UI designer, like Microsoft, like Google, Twitter. But every other company, you have to wear the shoe of both a UI designer and UX designer. But they are two different branches. And that's why we teach both UI and UX, so that you can fit into the labor market. So I've explained what UI design is, I've explained UX design. They are also UI researcher, because for every product you will build, you have to do research and competitive analysis, because any product you want to build, it's possible that it's already out there. If it is a banking app, there are so many banking apps. You want to know why you want to add another banking app, why I have to leave my bank to your bank. What services are you going to offer that is different from what others are offering? You have to do a competitive analysis to see their weaknesses, and then you capitalize on it. You have UX writers, people that write the content you have in websites, like that on GitHub, is people that wrote every content here, every content to engage people. People wrote it, okay? Every content you see here is people. There are content you will see, like there is urgency, you want to click. If you don't click now, if you don't buy this product, your life is finished, your mate are leaving you, your miserable life. You have that feeling. So is the US writers. You have the design system designers. These are the ones that they are like the building block designers for every company. They have their logo, they have their color, they have their choice of text. And this design system, they prepare these things as a kind of a brand value, so that even if in the next 20 years, people always have something like a manual for every of their products. You have interaction designers, how product interacts within themselves. You have presentation designers, just like maybe your company is bidding for contracts, maybe let's say UNICEF or WHO, you need a mobile app and they're calling for proposals. That's where a presentation designer comes in. They have the ability to present how they're going to solve this problem, how this mobile app, they will build it in such a way that the users will be satisfied and everything. Then on that day, they will present it, they interact, all the whole presentations of the designs will be interactive and convincing. You have brand identity designers, and let me just brand identity design. This is more of the design for brands, okay? Like you have here now. This is a brand, the work of a brand identity designer. This is the t-shirt, the bag, the jotter, the glasses, the ID card, the pen, the pencil. These are jobs of brand identity designers. You know, they design the brand and everything, the customization of the brand. This is their job. This is also a specialty that you can say, oh, like you can see the flash, you can specialize on it. And then you have the Web3 designers, where you have those NFT, the Gen Z, and what do they even call those children? So you have those kind of people, you know, NFT stuff and all those. Is another, and it's booming actually. So you can actually choose to specialize in them. So now let's come to the pay, the average pay of a UI UX designer. And one thing about this job is that it's a job you can work from anywhere. Like I am in Nigeria. I am presently in Nigeria, and I am not in a hurry to move. I would rather you pay me in your currency and I will exchange it in Naira, and I'm a rich woman. So this is the average pay of a UI UX designer. This is for US. I also have the one of UK, so maybe we should start with the one of UK. This is a job that was posted just recently, and it's anywhere. Remote it's in London, but you can work it anywhere in the world, anywhere in the world. This is for a junior UI UX designer, £40,000 yearly. So you can bring out your calculator, punch it. I think the exchange rate now is 740, and then you divide it by 12, and you see how much you are earning in a month. So, and it's an urgent rule, immediate, fast offer. So if you are a UI UX designer now, you can apply, and the job will be all yours if you can meet up. And experience is Figma, which is what we are going to be using for this whole schooling or training. We are going to be learning design using Figma. So, and this Figma is experience designer using Figma. We also have a lot of jobs, These are UK. This one is for senior UI UX designer, £85,000. So you can do the calculation. This one is for junior, people that just finished. It's between 27 to 34. So you can see different jobs, and the jobs are unending. They are unending. You can see where I'm telling you now, you have, this one is just UX design. Some of them we say UI UX. Okay, this one is UX, this one UI. Okay, so these are the opportunities. And one beautiful thing about it is that you can be anywhere. You can even be in your village. Like as I'm talking to you now, I'm in the village, like village. So you can work from anywhere, anywhere, and all you need is your internet connection and your laptop. You do your work and you cash out. That's it. So let's come to the one of US. The junior designers earn this and per year. And if you convert it to Nigerian Naira, that is 70 million, and monthly is 5 million. For the mid-level designers, this is the amount in dollars, this is the amount in Naira, 83 million, and this is your monthly pay, okay? And then for the senior designers, this is what they earn. Yearly 91, monthly 7.5 million. This is your earning every month as a UI UX designer. So I am open for questions now. I think I should stop sharing.
Okay, thank you very, very much, Precious. I actually didn't know UI UX designers earn that much, but it's all good, okay? So thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead to ask some of the questions we have, okay? I think the first question, one moment. Okay, Onyeka, I'm going to get across to you, okay? I'm just seeing your message. So Latif asked the first question. He said, what is the difference between UI UX and front end? Okay, so you can go ahead and take that question. I think it's the only question we have now. All right, go ahead and take the question. And if you are among the participants and you have any question, kindly drop it in the chat box, or you can raise your hand and I can allow you to unmute yourself and we'll go ahead. Thank you.
Okay, so UI UX design. Sorry, I might need to share my screen. So the difference between UI UX design and front-end development is that, as you can see, UI UX is design. You design a product. It's more of design. Then after designing it, somebody is going to develop it. Somebody is going to build it. Let me open so that I can be a bit practical. Let me open my VS Studio. Sorry, please give it some time for it to open so that people know what. Because first of all, when somebody wants to, assuming you now, you maybe you are into what kind of business you like, you sell food, you're a restaurant, you cook and you sell food, and you need digital experience, digital visibility. And then you say, oh, how can I have digital visibility? Somebody say, oh, your restaurant needs to have a website where people can order for food, buy food and stuff. You now say, oh, I need a UI UX designer to design a very, very good website for me. So first of all, a UI UX designer is going to design the website and all the interactions. If there are going to be a payment option where you can order for food, pay, and then the delivery guy will deliver, you will build it out, everything. Sorry, you will design it. And after designing, you now hand it over to the front-end developer that will code it. So this is because me, I also do, I do a little bit of front end. This is my VS Code where there's a design I did on Figma and did a little coding. So let me run it so that, sorry, I'm going to close this. So let me run it so that you will see the visuals, because this is just the code behind the the design. So let me run it so that you can see the design. So it was a design I did it first in Figma. Then I had to go and build it. It is here that the front end this is what the front end devs do. They now build it to come live. So design is different from development. Sorry, it's still trying to load. Open in live server.
Okay, while it's opening, Precious, I think you answered it very, very well.
So this is it.
Yeah.
This product now is what I built here. This is the code for it. But if you go to my Figma, you will also see where I designed this exactly like this in Figma. Then you cannot hand it over to you design it like this very thing here. I can still go and code it here. So that's the difference.
Okay, just an analogy to bring it home. Okay, UI UX is like you know, if you want to sew a cloth, okay, the UI UX designer draws the sketches and all that of the cloth. Meanwhile, the tailor is the person that takes the design, the sketching and all that, and actually sews the clothes. So the tailor is more like the front-end developer who codes in or builds whatever the UI UX has designed. But the design needs to be beautiful. So the tailor builds exactly what the designer has sketched, okay? So whatever you've designed as a UI UX designer, you hand it over to the front-end developer who will now code it and bring it into life, okay? So we have some other questions. Isaiah Depo, okay. Gospel GK is asking, I think, let me make sure he's the next person. Okay, so Gospel GK is asking, he said, is back-end, front-end developer the same with UI UX? I think we've answered this question in a way.
Yeah, we've answered back-end and front-end, they're different from
UI UX. So they involve coding, okay? They involve developing whatever design the UI UX person came up with. Isaiah Adepoju is asking, do I need to have a laptop to begin this class? And secondly, do I need to be creative with color? Precious, over to you.
No. Like I said, me, I'm a nurse, okay? You can even see me here. This is me. So I started off as a nurse, and it has nothing to do with graphics. Nothing has nothing to do with, colors, and I learned it. So you don't need to be good with colors. There are guidelines, okay? There are guidelines of how to choose color, how to know the color to choose. There are guidelines. This course is beginner friendly. Like you were picked from the street. You don't know your left to your right. Everything you will be taught, and you have a manual of how to apply it. So you don't need to know how to choose colors or everything. And then if you have to have a laptop to do this, of course, like when we are teaching, of course, you can join the class without a laptop, but for you to practice everything, you need, this Figma only runs on laptop. You can't do it with phone, or you can't do it with tablets. So at every class, there will be a practical session, because this course is more of practice. So we're going to heavily practice, so that by the time you're done with the class, you can design a website, you can design a web app, you can design a mobile app. And all of them are done inside Figma. And Figma can only be run in a laptop.
Okay, so there you have it. Laptop is compulsory if you're going to practice as a UI UX designer. Somebody, Latif, has a follow-up question. He said, for some coming for IT infrastructure looking for remote job opportunities, what is your advice? for someone or for some people coming, I don't know whether it's from you wanted to write, but coming for IT infrastructure, looking for remote job opportunity. What's your advice, Precious?
Yeah, if you want a remote job opportunity, then you have to equip yourself with a skill that will enable you to work remotely. Like I said, I was a nurse, and when I started, the profession I was is not something you can do remote. There's no way you can conduct pregnant and then you're in the house and you open your leg. No, you have to be in the hospital, okay? So if you want to practice, work remotely, then you have to go and equip yourself with a skill that can enable you to work remotely. Like I told you, as I'm talking to you, I am deep in the village, okay? And I'm doing my work. So if you want to also enjoy this benefit, you do a skill, you equip yourself with a skill that you can get a job and work anywhere.
Okay,
And
so
you can even
we
take 5 months vacation to your village and enjoy village life and still be working.
Okay, that's very good. We have some more questions. Somebody is asking, Precious is asking, what basic programming languages are important in UI UX?
Oh, no, we don't use programming language. There's nothing like, sorry about this. This is me doing front end. This is not UI UX design, okay? This is me doing front end. I learned it on my own. Like I felt, oh, after building, maybe I should just try and develop what I built. You are not required to do this. So this one is for front end developers. They are the ones that do this. You are not required. So there's no program. You don't even write a line of code. All you do is design. The only software you use is this Figma, nothing else.
Okay, that should be relieving for a lot of people to hear. You don't need to learn programming for you to become a UI UX designer.
At all. At all.
Yeah, Chiagoze Mobina has a question. He's asking, how much is the course and for how long? Will I get a certificate after the course? So the course, we have the fund. Each of the courses we offer in Tech Uni goes for a discounted price of 50,000 Naira. Okay, so we have 2 courses in UI UX because it's actually big. So we have 2 courses, the fundamentals of UI UX design and advanced UI UX design. So each of them is 50,000 Naira and each of the courses last for 4 weeks. Okay, it lasts for 4 weeks. It's taught over 40 hours. All right, so at least 10 hours per week. That is what you get to spend with your lecturer. All right, and yes, at the end, you're going to get a certificate in your name, okay, once you graduate from the course. All right, and okay, Precious, I guess that answers it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to quickly, just while we wait for, maybe any other question, I'm going to quickly I'm going to paste the link, okay, the payment link for those who want to register for the next batch of the courses, okay? If you go to our website, it's techuni.io, and the registration link is there. So I'm going to quickly paste in the chat section the website. You can visit it, and it throws a lot of light on most of the things you need to know, and everything that will be very helpful. Okay, so I'm going to, so just if you check this chat section now, is www.techuni.io. If you go there, both the registration link, everything you need is there, as well as the various courses we offer. Okay, and yeah, everything when the next cohort is starting. So in Tech Uni is a monthly thing. So the next cohort is starting on the February 13th. Okay, 13th of February is when our next cohort is starting. And we're looking forward to having a lot of you, okay, who want to participate. Remember, we are very focused on helping you design these things. For example, this beautiful UI UX, you can see all the salaries crazy, like, you know, and by the time you're finished with the lecture, you should be able to design a website, a mobile app, at least design it, okay? And now the beautiful thing about UI UX design is you can actually, at this moment, there is this huge no code or low code movement, okay? So if you design something, you can actually build it out with using little or no code. Okay, and this is why a lot of people are software developers. You know, they are developing and building things with little or no code, building products as robust as, you know, Airbnb, Uber, with little or no code. So it's a huge advantage, especially with this whole AI thing coming. If you are a designer, you can actually build out, you can design and then, you know, try to build out a lot of solutions. Okay. So that is it. So Precious, do you have any closing words for us?
Okay, so for those who will be interested, and of course, everybody here, I want you to be interested in this opportunity. It's a lifetime opportunity for everyone. It's something that the money you're going to be paying for the course it's like a giveaway prize, and it's something that I think Kelvin is just being so good, because when I did mine, I paid 450,000. So I don't know why he's doing his own for 100,000. So I think he's just trying to help people, and it's an opportunity everybody should hop in, because I don't know if it will remain at this price. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if it remember, based on what you will be learning and the opportunities that are there. Like there's this post he made on Facebook about, we all know that Twitter, Google, you know, all those big shots, they laid off a lot of their staff, and most of these people are going to have their own startup. And this startup will need designers and developers, those that will design the product and those that will develop it. So the demand is going to be crazy this year, next year. And it will be a good thing to position yourself where you can come in as a junior designer or even internship, because some of them start as intern. During that intern, they sieve out the ones they want to retain. Then after intern, everybody goes, then they retain those that they want to go with. So you can position yourself, give yourself a skill that can make you to be an intern, or a skill that can make you to be a junior designer. Then you come into the skill, the line, because a lot of jobs will be opening this year. A lot of people will open their startup. Imagine somebody that has been in with Twitter for like 10 years and you sack the person. Where do you want the person to go and start? To go and start with all these small, no, most times they will say, oh, I need to open my own. And they have left with a wealth of experience. They are going to compete with the people that sacked them. They are going to be bringing up products that will compete with the people that sacked them. And they will need people. So the market is very, very ripe. It's time for you to come in, and because if you keep procrastinating next year, by the time you know, you know, the time is going off on you. And then by then you see that people that took the opportunity are somewhere better, living a better life than you. Like me, I woke up one day, I told myself, you see this clocking in, I'm done with it. You clock in, maybe if you clock in 5 minutes after 8 o'clock, that's 5,000 for your salary. It's gone, it's gone, it's gone. 5,000 is gone. We don't want to talk about the traffic. We don't want to talk about, you know, if you don't have your car yet, you enter 4 people in the back seat, they're squeezing you. Some people are smelling, their armpit is smelling. Some people are sweating. I don't need it. I told myself enough is enough, and I had to do this. And it also gives you the opportunity for people that are family people. It gives you the opportunity to spend time with your family. Okay? That time you would have woken up to go and bathe, to brush, to run 2 hours, you sleep like me. Work starts 8 for me. 7 o'clock, I'm still sleeping. No. 7:30 or even 7:45, I can just wake up. And then some of the jobs are just deliverables. It's not like you have to be there. They'll just give you a job. They say, this job, we need it ready in 3 days. I can sleep the first 2 days. By the time your hand is strong, by the time your hand is strong, I already know it will take, this job is going to take me 12 hours. Consciously sleeping down. I can do it in the first day, I can do it in the second day, I can do it in the third day. All you know is deliver the job, deliver it. What better life? What other better life are you talking about? The other one, you use it and rest. You know, if you have children, stay with your children, do school run, go for PTA meeting. By the time they grow, they will know that you are part of their life. So I want to encourage, like me, everybody in my family, I push them, like, you. I want to encourage everybody here. This is like giving yourself a Christmas gift or New Year or Valentine or whatever. This is something you need to give to yourself. I was going to work one day, if any of us here knows where they call area 11. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
If you know where they call area 11 in Abuja, I was going to walk one day. I came to that area 11 bridge. I collapsed because of stress.
Hello, Precious. Hello, Precious. Okay, sorry. I think Precious, it's just some technical issues. But like what she was saying, what she's saying is very right. Okay. What she's saying is actually on point. Okay, because the honest truth is many of these tech companies, they actually cost a lot. Okay, they actually cost a lot. For example, I had somebody who was asking me, said, why is your data analysis courses, why are you charging 50,000? Okay, that he paid 700,000 to learn data analysis. And our data analysis courses, we have 3 courses, the basic, intermediate, and advanced. So everything is just 150, just like this. We have just 2 courses, okay, basic and fundamentals and advanced. Okay, so with 100,000, you can learn everything. Precious has told you here, she learned UI UX with over 400,000. Okay, so there are a lot of people out there who understand what tech is, and they understand what tech is, and they are actually making a killing from all this. But that notwithstanding, okay, we are trying to democratize tech education. Okay, we are trying to make it available for everybody. Okay, we are trying to make it very, very affordable for everybody, and to ensure that our people get value. Okay, value at a very, very affordable rate. Okay, so this open day series today, we've learned about UI UX. It's very good. Latif asked the question about front end development. Okay, somebody is asking, is there a deadline for the payment? The deadline for the payment is usually, we don't take payment after the courses have started. So I will encourage you, if you want, for the February cohort, to make payment. You can make payment, and if you want, I sent a link, so you can pay through the website, or you can make payment to our Career Edu account. Okay, our Career Edu account is an access back account. I will post the details in the chat box, but I can also you'll find the link everywhere. I'm going to make a post on Facebook, so you can feel free to follow me on Facebook, Kelvin Alaneme, and then in the comment section you will find our bank details and how to make payment and the admin to go to. Okay, usually if you pay on the site, it takes you straight to our admin, or it takes you straight to our Telegram group. All right, so ultimately what we are trying to do is to help to like she rightly said, the market is ripe at the moment. Imagine somebody who was working for Google and Google sacked him. He's going to build. Now, most of these tech people are actually the engine room of many of these tech giants. So most of them can actually build a lot of things, okay? Unfortunately, or rather, this may be people who were averse to building their own things, all right? But most of them right now, the sack, okay, has also opened their eyes and given them perspective. Some of them who sacrifice family and all that for, just a tech job, they are realizing that, it's a family and all these things are actually important because your job can up and go, okay? So many of them are going to build, and most of them, if you're starting a startup, many startups are looking for, very affordable developers, okay, very affordable designers. So they are looking for, if they're starting up, they are looking for something that will be cheap. And believe me, if you are in Nigeria, cheap is relative, okay? So while some of them may not be some of them may not be buoyant enough to pay, very top end designers. And guess who the jobs are going to come to you, okay? If you're designing, you can make, for example, the money we saw junior designers were making £60,000, okay? For some people, it's little money, but for somebody in Nigeria who was making 100,000 or 150,000 every month, okay, it's life-changing money, okay? You're making almost 3 to 6 million every month. It's life-changing money. So I understand when Precious says she doesn't want to leave Nigeria, okay, because the ultimate flex is earning in hard currencies and spending in naira, okay? Cost of living is very, very affordable in Nigeria if you are earning in hard currency, but it's terrible if you're not. So try to join us. We'll be having another open day. So this open day is like, call it a free lecture series. Okay, so we'll be having another open day on Thursday, 6 p.m. And we'll be talking about front-end developing, okay, front-end, back-end development, okay. The person that will be taking us will be a lecturer, Maurice, Maurice Odo. He'll be taking us on front-end and back-end development. So if you really want to learn how to build these things, okay, not just designing, you should attend that lecture. Same time, 6 p.m., I'm going to send out a Zoom link on my Facebook, on our Career Edu Telegram group, okay, as well as on all social media platforms. And somebody is asking, I think somebody is asking about, one moment. Let me just check. Okay. Okay. Okay, so somebody is asking about specification of laptop to use, okay? So there is nothing serious. Any laptop that can, do basic things, okay? Do basic things. Normally, if you are a designer, I think any laptop from 4 gig RAM, 8 gig RAM is good, okay? If you can get 16 gig RAM, it's the best, but it's something you use for long term. But the beauty of tech is you can start small, okay? You can start small and grow. The more gigs you get, the bigger you get in tech, the more you can afford you can afford a MacBook, you can afford many high-end things, but don't wait until you get your dream laptop to start. Start with what you have, okay? Some people started tech with a 50,000 naira laptop. You understand? And you must not start with a brand new laptop. You can use a fairly used laptop and start. The ultimate thing is to start. Once you start, you keep going. Okay, I really wish to appreciate all of you. Okay, all the participants who stayed till the end. Okay, thank you very much. And we're going to end the session now. I appreciate you all. I'll put the payment link. I've put it there, but I'll also put it in the Telegram group. Okay, somebody, Latif is saying he wants to sponsor. Latif, that is very, very good, okay? You can sponsor as many people as possible, all right? And just give me a chat. I've sent you my phone number, so feel free to chat me up. And okay, I'm going to drop, let me quickly drop my, my contact detail on WhatsApp for anybody who may like to sponsor. I'm going to put it in the chat section, okay? So for anybody who may like to sponsor, reach out to me. What we are doing is to empower young people, and feel free to reach out to me and we can discuss, all right? If you're sponsoring more than 10 persons, you get a discount as well, okay? So I've put my number in the chat section. Feel free to reach out to me and let's see how we can partner to transform the lives of young people. So thank you very much, everyone. And we're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep doing what we are doing. Tech Uni is here to stay. So I will just quickly run through the series of open days we have. We are having an open day on front-end and back-end development on Thursday, like I said. We're having another one on Saturday. That is interesting. That is data analysis, all right? That will be on Saturday by 8 p.m. Okay, so don't miss any of these open days. It's just like, you know, you learning about tech for free. So don't miss it. We're not charging for it. It's free. So once I share the link, the Zoom links usually come out 2 days in advance, so or a day, rather sometimes a day or on the same day. So for example, the Zoom link for the Thursday session, I'll try and make it available tomorrow. So you can share it with your loved ones and then try to, you know, tech is the new frontier. Whatever you're doing, I'm in medicine, I'm a psychiatrist, you know, I'm working in psychiatry, and you know, there is a whole lot. I belong to a group where it's mostly doctors, nurses, people that are building in health tech. Okay, what we are doing, I'm doing EdTech. So Career Edu is an EdTech company. So we're doing educational tech, all right? But there is health tech, there is tech everywhere. You know, there, if you're a banker, an accountant, there is, you know, fintech, okay? There is also insurtech, there is prop tech, property tech. So tech is huge. And with tech, you can actually leverage and solve real life problems. So don't miss out, okay? Don't miss out. Tech can help you. You can develop an app that can change the lives of millions of people. For instance, back then, it used to be very difficult, you know, to get a taxi driver. You know, there are places, there are towns you go, and for you to get a taxi, you will suffer. But, you know, an app like Uber came. Uber does not own a taxi. What Uber just did was to build a platform that connected riders and drivers, and that's it. So people with their own personal cars. So Uber does not own a taxi, but Uber is a multi-billion-dollar company because they created a platform. So they solved a problem. There was this need, okay, that, you know, you want to travel, and sometimes to get a taxi, you have to trek 30 minutes, 1 hour. But with your phone, with an app on your phone, you can order a taxi. The driver knows where you are. The driver comes where you are, picks you any time of the day, any time of the night. All right. And Uber provides employment for the drivers, provides convenience for the users, and takes some billions of dollars in revenue. Okay. So that is what the power of tech. Okay. I remember when I finished secondary school in 2004. And when I was leaving secondary school, I felt very sad. What made me so sad was I was like, oh, all these my classmates, how do I connect with them again? Okay, how do I connect with them? Then phone was still in its infancy. That was when I got my first phone. But phone was still in its infancy, and I was scared that I'm going to lose all my classmates and lose contact. And we left secondary school. Now imagine my joy. I went to a cyber cafe and I saw something called Facebook. And one of my classmates, Valentine Ezekwem, is a doctor in the US now. He sent me a friend request. And that was he was the first person that sent me a friend request. That was how I knew about Facebook. And I got on Facebook 2004. And I accepted his friend request. And I was like, wow. I started searching out all my classmates, you know, sending them friend requests. Because back then, it used to be in your email. You go to your email and then you get a friend request. And then you go, you sign up, you create an account, and you start looking out for people. And as I'm talking to you, because of social media, all my classmates, my school, we have an alumni, my set, we have, a Facebook page, we have a WhatsApp group, we attend each other's events, we go for weddings. Do you understand? So social media and tech made this possible. All right. So that is the beauty. There is always something. Facebook did that, and Facebook is a multi-billion-dollar company, because they use tech to solve a problem. So Africa and Nigeria have a lot of problems. All these problems we can solve through tech, and that is what we are trying to. We're trying to raise people who solve problems. We're trying to raise problem solvers. Okay, that is what we are doing in Tech Uni. That is what we are doing in Career Edu, to solve real life problems. Okay, so be part of the revolution. Join us. Pick any course you like. Okay, it's very, very affordable. If you want to sponsor people, please feel free. Reach out to me. We're going to, just pay for as many people as possible. Send us their names. We ensure that they start. Okay, and you are getting way more value for the money you're paying. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining, and I'm going to see you again in the next live session. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Special thanks to our lecturer, Precious. You did a fantastic job. And I'm hoping you're going
to... Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Precious, I think you're going to get excess students in the next session. So get ready for them. All right? Good night, everyone.
Please, like I said, yeah. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. We're with you.
I said, some people, when it comes to design, they say they don't like mathematics. They are not good with coding. UI UX is the place for you. If you don't like calculations, you don't like mathematics, you don't want anything that will give you headache, solving bug, UI UX design is where you feel very, very comfortable. You don't need to stress yourself whether your code is working. You've been coding for 11 hours, it's not working. You've never liked mathematics in school, primary and secondary. This is where you have to be, because it's not just about going into tech. It's going to where you are going to grow very fast.
Yeah.
Okay. If you know that you have deficiencies in this area, you should come to UI UX, because you won't write a line of code. You don't need to code anything. Just know we will teach you how to use colors, layout, how to design. And once you design, you hand over to those that can do the headache of coding. Let them go and code. You have done your design, and you collect the same amount of money, and you're happy.
Yeah. That is fantastic. So please, if you don't like mathematics, if you don't like headache, if you don't like, you understand, if you have an eye for beautiful things. So what she said plays into what I've always said. Play to your strength. Don't go where you will struggle. Okay. The reason, I'm a word person, I'm a design person. So UI UX appeals to me. So go to what you love. It mustn't be data analysis. It mustn't be this. It mustn't be, do you understand? It mustn't be programming. Tech is big. Okay. Tech is big. So find a niche, a place that plays into some of your strengths, and then double down. And you're going to be very, very successful in a tech career. So thank you very much, everyone. And do have a lovely night. We're going to end this session in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. See you in the next one.